diabetes, otherwise known as type 1 diabetes, affects as many as 3 million Americans. 30,000 people are diagnosed each year, and that's why the folks at the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation need your help. They're actually having a big event that's happening this Saturday. It's called Brew the Cure, and Rick Shire and Melissa Pinkerton are here to tell us more. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Now, for a lot of people that aren't affected directly with diabetes, it's kind of one of those diseases that we don't think it's as bad because it doesn't affect us directly. But like we said, millions of people battle this on a daily basis. Talk to me about that.
They do. Most people have either a friend, family member, or some sort of connection with diabetes, whether it's type 1 or type 2, and there's a big difference between type 1 and type 2. Type 1, you are insulin dependent, and it doesn't come from within your body, so it's an outside source that has to bring it in. Type 2, you're able to control it with diet and exercise and really kind of reverse the effects for the most part when you have type 2.
So it's basically having too much or not having enough, or having too much or not having enough at all.
Absolutely.
Now, talk to me kind of about, right here in our Metroplex, I mean, what do y'all do, what does the foundation do to kind of help raise awareness for diabetes?
We do a lot with JDRF Greater Dallas. Coming up, actually, in this April, we have a gala, which is a big deal for us. It's a huge fundraiser, April 12th. So that's an exciting night to get dressed up and really raise a lot of money for the cure. We do a big walk that takes place in September in downtown Dallas. So thousands upon thousands of people come out. Family teams of 100 people or more come out and raise a tremendous amount of money, over $1 million each year. So incredible event.
And a lot of the families coming out because their kids battle juvenile diabetes every day. Now, Rick, you have type 1 diabetes. Talk to me about living with that as a child and now as an adult.
I was diagnosed when I was 15, so it's roughly sophomore year of high school. And it's one of those things that you don't know it's going to happen. I guess fortunately and unfortunately, my mother was diabetic since before I was born. So I had an idea about it. But most people, you wake up one day, you go to the hospital, and they're like, oh, you're diabetic. And the thing about diabetes is it's nonstop. You have to be aware of everything going on, what you're eating, your exercise, stress,
sleep,
morning, everything.
It affects every aspect of your daily life.
Absolutely. And so for me personally, there's a lot of different systems out there, but I call these my iPods. Omnipod and Dexcom.
Yeah, hold those up so we can get a close-up. These are basically your gadgets that you take with you everywhere, in addition to your iPhone.
And I have, both of these have two, I guess you call them attachments, that I have somewhere on my body, that one gives insulin and one gives my blood sugar readings.
So I guess it would be safe to say that needles don't freak you out.
No, it's one of those, if you're a diabetic and you're afraid of needles, you have to get over it.
You have to get over that fear pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Now you're actually a part of the foundation as well, and you've kind of used your test of being diagnosed with diabetes. It's kind of turned into your testimony that you now work with this foundation to help give back. Talk to me about Brew for the Cure that's happening.
Brew the Cure, we started this roughly 18 months ago. Haley Cole at JDRF and I sat down and said, hey, there's a market of 21 to 35, quote, young adults that JDRF like to drink, and we can host these small events and raise a substantial amount of money. So last June, July, we sat down and said, hey, what's the easiest way to raise money and have fun? And through my experiences in life, beer and entertainment go well together.
Especially for young professionals and, you know, in the kind of in this Dallas area.
So last January, we had our first annual Brew the Cure, and it was one of those things we were shooting in the dark. We had no clue how well it would go. We ended up having roughly 200 people show up.
Wow.
And we raised almost $20,000.
Wow.
So that was literally a huge stepping stone.
So this annual Brew for the Cure is happening this Saturday. Where is it taking place? Give everyone details at home.
Community Brewery, which I like to say it's at the access road of 35 where the tollway dead ends into 35.
Okay.
It's kind of a confusing spot, but we're expecting 300 people to show up.
Wow.
Our goal is $30,000. We've already raised roughly 20. And it should be a lot of fun.
So you just need people to come out and drink for a cure.
It's 3 hours of drinking fun. We have a live band, The Room Sounds, which is a local group. Barbecue, Woody B Barbecue, and obviously beer.
Fun.
So it should be a blast.
Well, thank you guys for being here, and thank you so much for all the awareness that y'all create for this right here locally in our community.
Yes,
we appreciate
thank
it. Okay, you guys, Brew the Cure is this Saturday, like you said, January 25th. It's happening at the Community Beer Company in Dallas. Tickets are $50, and that gets you in. That also includes your beer, your food, and a souvenir pint glass. Okay, for more details, just head over to our website for more information. That's thebroadcasttv.com, and then click on today's links. Okay. Well, we covered up spring lip trends in our last visit with Miss Jennifer, and today we are taking a look at the latest looks for eye makeup. We are going to learn the details for spring when we return.